The answer to that. If you come up with the answer to this one.
Do you want the title of that episode?
That's sort of what I'm looking for, yeah. That was the episode. Excuse me, that was the question. What episode has Spock saying that?
I think it was the one where the virus had infected the various folks. No?
The virus had infected the lungs.
Not even in the same state, kid. The episode was called Where No Man Has Gone Before.
Oh, my gosh. What do you know?
Better luck next time, Craig.
All right.
All right. A box of Mars bars and 2 tickets to tomorrow night's show. Gary in North Carolina. Hello. You're on with William Shatner. Hello.
Well, how are you doing tonight, Tom?
Good, thanks.
And Mr. Shatner, I have a couple of questions for you, but they're not about Star Trek. They're about some other books that you've written.
Yes, Gary.
I greatly enjoy your tech series,
Thank
both
you.
in the printed form and in the comic book form.
Thank you.
And I was wondering, is there another one getting ready to be out on the market anytime soon?
Tech Secret is coming out, Gary, this month, and a hardcover. Tech Vengeance is in softcover, and on January 19th of this
Would there be a video cassette of Tech coming out that we could talk about here?
January 19th.
Funny, you should ask Tom.
On January 19th of 1994.
Hold it, Bill. Hold it. Do we have a picture of that back and forth?
A series of movies begins based on those tech novels, and the first one is Tech War, and I directed it, and I produced it, and I helped write it, and I'm even acting in it.
And you own it, and you must be extremely wealthy because of it.
Who's going to play Jake?
Well, Greg Evigan plays Jake fairly well. He's wonderful in it, and everybody's very excited over at Universal and at Atlantis Films in Toronto, and at my company, Lemley. We're all excited.
They're all excited, Gary.
Yes.
And you're excited, Gary.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Gary's excited. Why aren't you excited, Tom?
I'm excited.
It's the medication is calming you down. I can see that.
I'm going to show you the medication, okay? I want to tell you, a listener sent something in here. She brought it by hand to the studio this afternoon. She did not leave her name. And she said to me, to let me know that you got this, Tom, in appreciation for the many years of entertainment, just hold it up, look at the camera, and say thank you.
Okay, let's hear that. Let's see that.
Thank you.
So this is a cable show. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, we can do anything we want here.
All right.
Gary, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right, good night, sir. On MTV, did you ask them about Beavis and Butthead? Do you know about this?
Well, sure I know about Beavis and Butthead.
Well, I mean, we all do, but it's
everybody knows about Beavis and Butthead.
But I think it's so stupid.
It is a stupid thing, isn't it? It is the stupidest, dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and of course it's making millions a year.
Yes, even that's stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, can you imagine guys wanting to be called Beavis and Butthead?
No, I mean, Butthead's not so bad, but Beavis.
Beavis, yeah. Jimmy in Kentucky, hello.
Hello, Mr. Shatner. I've heard that you have a horse farm here in Kentucky.
I do in Lexington, Jimmy. I have a saddlebred farm. We breed saddlebreds there, and I ride them. And I had one fall on top of me 6 weeks ago, and I'm just recovering.
Do you have any Kentucky Derby hopefuls?
Well, these are saddlebreds, not thoroughbreds. Running horses a lot of people love them. I prefer American saddlebreds, which are show horses.
Thanks for calling, Jimmy. Beg your pardon?
I was going to ask if he spends very much time in Kentucky.
Oh, I do. I spend a great deal of time. I consider it my second home. I have a farm outside of Lexington.
Beautiful country. Jimmy, I'm glad you called. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here is... by the way, you were on an episode of the Larry Sanders Show. Remember when you did that with Gary Shannon a couple, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
And they were talking to you about coming on and doing something about Star Trek, and you said, you know, I'd rather do something on the Tech series or something else. You know, I talk about Star Trek all the time. There is another dimension to my life. How reflective of reality was that statement? Or was it satire with the cable television?
Well, it was satire because it was a comedy, but so we were trying to get some laughs. But the truth of the matter is that you and I are talking about Star Trek because I'm promoting this book that I think is interesting called Star Trek Memories. But there is another series of books called under the generic term Tech War, and a comic book called Tech World.
Yeah, you mentioned all that stuff before. We got it. by the way,
Well,
it's interesting. You know, when you talk about your tech wars and tech books, your voice volume goes up. You know,
along with your advertising.
Yeah.
What is that medication you're taking? I need some right now. But in any case, yes, there's another aspect to my life. But I'm on a program, a lengthy program all day long of pushing Star Trek memories, and so I don't mind talking about it. In fact, I relish it.
We've noticed. We've noticed. I thank you for. Well, listen. Stay for a few more. I got 3 more calls I want to get through here.
I would like to.
All right. I'll tell you what. Like about 6 minutes, and then we'll bring William Shatner Day in America to a triumphant and historic conclusion.
Only to begin again tomorrow.
Not here. We'll be right back with Mr. Shatner and your phone calls after these messages, and then on to the man who chases the tornadoes. This you will not want to miss. I can't tell you why. I will tomorrow, but not tonight. Joshua in Florida, hello.
Hi, Mr. Shatner.
Yes, Josh.
I was calling. I've heard from some things that you've done and some other people as well that during the filming of the original series of Star Trek, you had some significant experiences, personal experiences in your life. And I was wondering if during the course of writing and researching this book that you've written, you have had the opportunity to relive, in a manner of speaking, some of those experiences.
Yes, I did.
Well, but now what kind of experiences are we talking about here? No, but Joshua, when you say personal experiences, like?
Okay. Well, an example would be the death of your father, I believe, took place during the original series.
That's right.
Another, at the Smithsonian, when they had the exhibit about Star Trek, I had the opportunity to go there with my family. By the way, I'm a high school student. And you were talking about a time when you were picked up in a limousine by a man who told you about an experience he had, I guess you said in Vietnam.
Yes.
And you said that was significant to you personally.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if, through the course of doing the book, you had the opportunity to...
I did a little exploration, Joshua. I did. In those areas, I told some of those stories. The death of my father on one of the episodes, yeah. And
so parts of those, Joshua, are in the book, should you choose to pick it up.
Yeah, well, actually, my dad promised me that if I did manage to get through, he would buy 5 copies of the book, so...
Well, Joshua, you must get through, Joshua.
Right. Yeah, I can't tell you how pleased I am right now.
All right, thanks, Joshua. I'm glad you called. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. You know, you are naked in your promotion of this book. You know that. I'm
shameless.
In fact, the words that we use behind your back are a tireless self-promoter.
What did you say? Maybe I should listen to this. What?
Wait till you get back to your hotel and see the replay. No, tirelessly self-promoting this book.
Tirelessly self-promoting this book.
Yes.
Well, I'm tired.
Of course you are.
So I'm.
But you're tireless. I mean, if you had a chance to go over to NBC right now or go on an all-night radio show, you'd be there right now.
I'm on my way.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm kidding you. It's part of the act of writing, I think, is getting the book sold. Otherwise,
but like I said, hey, Bill, it's already number 8 on the bestseller list.
Yeah.
How far out of the ballpark do you want to hit this thing?
You know what Carter did in the last game of the Joe Carter did in the last game of the.
Yes, I do. He and I don't want to go into it.
Why not?
Because I bet the other way. I was on the Phillies.
Tough. You lost again.
I mean, if I didn't know better, I would almost say the fix was in on this one.
Tom,
I mean, when the guy dropped Game 4,
the Blue Jays were a better team. He knocked the ball out of the park, and that's what I'd like to do with these books.
Okay, plural books.
Well, I was talking to you about
and whatever else it is you've got going back there. Jeff.